All right, we're going to continue on page 75. We're looking at 26 through 36 even. Right now we're going to do 30 and 32. So number 30, I have 6.5 minus 7/8 divided by 5 and 11/16. Order of operations says I do division before I do subtraction. So I'm going to rewrite this. 6.5 minus 7/8 divided by, here I'm going to change my improper, or my mixed number to an improper fraction. So you take your denominator times your whole number plus your numerator. I have 91/16. It's Smith, that's a big number. I know, it's okay. In order to divide, I have to write my second fraction as a reciprocal and change the sign to multiplication. All right, now I have 7/8 times 16/91. Well, those are some really big numbers, and I really don't want to deal with anything that says 91. So I'm going to take 91. And so 7 is a prime number. It doesn't have any other factors but 1 and 7. So I'm going to look at 91, and I'm going to see if 91 is divisible by 7. So 91 divided by 7. Does that get to be a whole number? Yep, 13. Okay, so 7 goes into 7 one time. 7 goes into 91 13 times. Done with the 91. I don't have anything to do with it. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Now I have 8 and 16 that have a common factor of 8. That means that I can divide 8 and 16, both of them by the same factor of 8, and get a whole number. 8 goes into 8 one time. 8 goes into 16 two times. So now I have 1 over 1 times 2 over 13. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 13 is 13. And then I have 6.5 minus 2/13. Well, in order to subtract fractions, I have to have a common factor. I'm going to take 13. I'm going to multiply it by 2. So 13 times 2. Do you see how I'm doing all this stuff on the calculator when the numbers get big? Because I don't want you to have to worry about doing this while you're trying to keep track of everything. So 13 times 2 is 26. 2 times 2 is 4. But I also have to have this denominator. My 2 has to be 26, so they're common. That means I have to multiply 2 by 13 to get to 26. If I multiply my denominator by 13, I need to multiply my numerator by 13. I end up with 13/26 there. So I have 6 and 13/26 minus 4/26. So really, I subtract my numerators. 13 minus 4 is 9. My denominator stays the same, and I don't have any whole numbers on this part to subtract, so my whole number stays the same. Number 30, your answer should be 6 and 9/26. All right, number 32. 3/5 times 7/12 divided by 2 and 7/10. Oh wait, I did that wrong. Sorry, I looked at the wrong problem. That's why I double check. 3 3/5 plus 4, hold on, that was a whole number 4. Plus 4 and 4/15 divided by 4/9. All right, you know what part comes first? The division, because division comes before multiplying or adding and subtracting. Okay. I'm going to rewrite 3 3/5. Now, 15 times 4 plus 4 to change that into a improper fraction. So 15 times 4 plus 4 is 64/15. Miss Smith, these are really big numbers again. I know, but we're going to mess around with some common factors here in just a hot second. Okay, so I rewrote my fraction. Did you see how I did that? How I wrote the reciprocal and I changed the sign? All right. So 9 and 15 have a common factor. If I skip count by 3s, I'm going to say both 9 and 15. I can divide both 9 and 15 by 3 evenly. 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 goes into 15 5 times. I'm going to try dividing 64 by 4. I don't know if it's going to be a whole number, but I'm going to try it. So 64, I just hit the division sign, divided by 4 is 16. Sweet. 4 goes into 4 one time. 4 goes into 64. We just found out it goes in 16 times. So now I have 16/5 times 3 ones. Multiply my numerators. 16 times 3 is 48. 5 times 1 is 5. I have 48/5. And then I'm adding 3 and 3/5. Guess what? We have common denominators. That means that I can just add my numerators. 48 plus, you know what? It would probably be easier if I wrote this as a mixed number right now. Nah, we're going to do it this way. Okay. You could write it as a mixed number right now, or you could just keep going. We're going to keep going. All right. So 48 plus 3 is 51/5. Plus we have this 3 right there. All right. So I just kind of broke apart my fraction. I could leave it together. Either way, it's going to be the same. So now I have to do 5. I have to write 550 first. This is improper. I cannot leave it like that. Please don't. All right. How do you do that? Well, same way that you did it before. 51 divided by 5. 5 goes into 51 10 times because I know that 10 times 5 is 50. I have 1 left over. This 1 is my new numerator and the 5 is still my denominator. So I'm going to take this 10 and 1/5 plus that 3 over there, and my answer is 13 and 1/5. Whew, I know that was a big problem, but you got it. All right, so 30 on this video, 30 was 6 and 9/26, and number 32 was 13 and 1/5.